to Valley Boys TCG. CK here, and today we've got some Set 5 gameplay for Battle Spirit Saga, and I'm finally getting to play the deck that I've been most excited for Set 5. That is the 2-cost Casino deck, or the 2-Casino deck, if you will. I'm playing it on the right side, and my opponent on the left is playing the Surveyors deck, and this is a deck that he's actually been planning for a long time. He was really excited for the Surveyors deck, or really looking forward to it. He thought it was a fun deck, an interesting deck, and it actually is quite effective. So here we start off by playing the Underworld Casino on the right, and my opponent drops the Cleonest. Cleonest is a very good spirit to get some draw power, which the Surveyor deck kind of struggles with, unless it sees the Ryusei. It does struggle to see its draw power because it's a rush deck at its core, so you can gas out pretty easily. Now, I've been meaning to post this gameplay for probably a few weeks now. I've had it in the can, just haven't had a chance to edit, but I've finally got some chance to get back into my editing, so hopefully I'll have another gameplay soon, not too long after this one, probably about another week. So we start off with just the Deadly Balance. We want to remove his draw power and his reduction on board. Doesn't look like we have much to go with, so we're going to drop the Grim Gambler already. We don't have enough cores to do much, but it's alright because we have a blocker on board. Even if it does remove it, it is an immortal spirit, so we don't mind getting in the trash early. And here we see Surveyor Setsuna come down. We've got their ramp engine set up, and we just go ahead and take that to life. He gets the ramp on. And now we've got a couple of good cores to work with. Hopefully we can get a little bit more. It looks like we're just going to core up the Grim Gambler, I guess take advantage of his Blessed. And oh, we see Game of Destruction come down, so that Game of Destruction will let us again remove. Now, I was so excited about this deck. You'll notice I picked up basically all alts. Have all the alts for this deck pretty much almost maxed. I think I'm missing one or two pieces here or there, but I was so excited for this one. I went as soon as it dropped and bought all the stuff. So we got rid of Setsuna. He gets another Setsuna and a Surveyor Fang out. Our Blessed brought us back to 4 life, but he can start doing some damage here. So we take a hit, he swings with Fang, and we just take the double hit to life. Now we're struggling. He is definitely putting the pressure on us. I think we're struggling to find any pieces to really get going. There's a good chance we're sitting on either big spirits or too much removal, or too much magic. Yeah, so here we see the Miser Glute Vault. Miser coming down. It's going to let us remove some cores if we can core him up. So we won't have Blessed anymore, which we kind of want in this situation, but looks like we're not going to stick with. And looks like we're going to probably have to play defensive here. And the funny thing is, setting that Underworld Casino and not seeing any 2-cost to take advantage of it really hurts. It's an odd thing to have a 2-cost deck and no 2-cost spirits to take advantage. So we're going to use Glute Vault's effect to remove cores from Setsuna and then destroy it when we attack. So we'll have 1 block left, and hopefully we have the Ice Shield set because it's not looking good. He's going to start rushing out the Surveyors. Yep, here comes the whole gang. Expresses his whole hand out. You know how good a Raging Tide would be at this moment right now? So he swings in with Fang. So we decide to block, wait for any flash. We flash the Ice Shield from hand. It's about all we can do here to try to survive a turn. So that kind of indicates that we don't have an Ice Shield set. We had to block and do the Ice Shield from hand. Alright, so we're playing, we're going to get another Miser Glute Vault. Really, we could try to push in, try to do some damage and get some removal on board, but then that leaves us vulnerable because we'll have no spirits left up to block. So we're kind of in a tricky situation. So we're going to go ahead and attack. That'll let us remove 2 cores from a spirit and then remove 1 core with the chain effect. And then we'll see if they block. If they block, we'll be in a better situation. But nope, they take it from life and they Ice Shield. So that is pretty much going to do it for us, honestly. I don't see how we get out of this unless we have another Ice Shield to flash from hand. And you see he's got the Star Blast to try to replenish his hand because he went all in. And here we see Delaney come out, another Delaney, and another Pale Naga. So yeah, this is not the board we want to go with. Now, if we had a nice maybe Curse Dragon combo would be nice here, and of course, this is why Raging Tide is such a dirty card against this deck, because Raging Tide could have just cleared the board. So we block one just to block one. He's deciding what effects he's triggering, because I think I remember this was just a Starveless draw set. Yep, for some reason we have... Oh, the next card draw was finally a 2-cost Spirit. We've been missing our 2-cost Spirits. So we're going to try to run it back. Hopefully we get some better draws this time around. So he starts off with the Rotting Swamp, which is a good start for him. Another card draw. And looks like we're struggling to... Okay, we got Dark Demo Bones on board, and we got a Burst set. So good start. We can start doing chip damage, but I think we're going to hold off and try to set up board, because we don't want to give him too much cores to work with, because we know he can just explode out. And the Android Galar and the Soul Horse are also really good cards to run in this deck, because he's got all the reductions he needs to play his Surveyors out. Since his Surveyors are looking for all the different colors, these dual color spirits give him more reduction options. So he can claim whatever he wants. So he's claiming green and red or green and purple to make the 1-cost Fang come down. So we block one of them. We block the Soul Horse because we need to remove one of those dual colors. And then we'll just take the chip of damage from the Fang attack. So we're definitely at risk. He can definitely really push the aggro next turn. We need to set up something either defensively or get some removal going. Sadly, I don't think I have Doubly Deadly in this version of the build. So we just chip in and wait for the inevitable. I'm hoping that we have an Ice Shield set to at least get us another turn, another card draw. So he gets Setsuna back out. I think he's anticipating the Ice Shield, so he's not wanting to overextend his hand. Yep, we have the Ice Shield set. And that buys us one more turn. Now I think our best course of action is we need to see the Miser come down. Maybe that would help us get some removal. So it looks like we're paying 5. There it is. We do have the Miser out. Only core him up with 3 cores. Set another burst. And we'll swing with the Miser. We'll use its effect. We'll remove the cores, get rid of Fang, and remove 1 core from the dual cost Spirit. So we've got some removal on board thanks to the chain effect. And so just 1 tick of damage to life, and we end turn there. That we can stay with at least 1 blocker in case he decides to go full aggro this turn. And we see the Smog come down. So Smog will let him draw and give him plenty of reduction for Surveyors. Surveyors and Smog go very nicely together. So he's deciding how he wants to go about this, because Miser is definitely going to be an issue for him. So looks like we're seeing Setsuna go in, and we're deciding how we want to handle this situation. So it looks like we're blocking. And he decides to Doubly Deadly. Yep, that is going to be a very heavy hit to our board. And now we're deciding we have some cores we can flash here. He's swinging in with Smog, and we decided just to take it from life. I think we just want the extra core. We don't think he's got a way to go double symbol, so Lost Chip comes down. Lost Chip would have been great if we had the Underworld Casino. We haven't seen our Nexus yet, so it looks like we're just going to go out with a couple of little spirits out here. maybe set up a defensive board. We've cored up the demo bones. And we just passed turn. So my guess is we're just trying to set up some reduction on board. And here we see the Surveyor rush come down. Puff, Delaney, Fang, Setsuna. Yeah, that's the scary part of Surveyors. They can just pop out of nowhere. They get two reduction symbols on board of different colors, and then they just kind of combo off and all flood out. So yeah, we're not in a good spot now. He's got way more attackers than we have blocks, so we've got to be careful on how we proceed. Nice classic curse combo would be so good here. And we gotta hope that that's another ice shield. It looks like we're debating the block here. We do have a pretty big demo bones. That does let him draw. And then he is able to destroy something with Puff's, or DP reduce with Puff's ability. And this is where we have to ice shield. Now we are in a very tough situation. Another Miser would help. Definitely would help. But really we need to see what another Miser and another Ice Shield to buy us some time to get back into this. I think we're discussing how grave the situation is for me. Seeing as how I don't really have anything here, he's got... Yep, here, okay, so we do get another Miser out, but I don't think the Miser will be enough. Let's see, we could potentially remove 2 spirits from the board. There we go, we needed another spirit to block with. Okay, so there's potential here. There's potential, definitely. So we swing with the Miser, we can core strip and DP to reduce. So we DP drop the Setsuna to pop that and remove the core from Puff. There we go. Now the thought process here is leaving these 2 blockers up. We block with the Gambler, and then we can immortal him back when we block with Demo Bone. So we have 3 blockers potentially on board, essentially, what we're looking at. So that should survive another turn, depending on what he rushes out. But unfortunately, the gameplay does cut off here. So you'll see he gets 2 Ryuseis out, and then a Star Bless draw. And that Star Bless is going to get him the 5th Surveyor that he needs to get 1 more attacker out. So we lose there, the 0-2, but fun gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you come back next time.